Okay, so what we're looking at here is the interface to an application called Complete Ear Trainer. It's something I've been using for many years now, and it's benefited me in a myriad of ways. How it works is that it's going to play one of 5 types of intervals. They're displayed here on the screen. So lowercase m3 is a minor third, major third, diminished fifth, perfect fifth, and a P8, meaning octave, perfect eighth. It's going to play one note and then another note, one of these 5 intervals away, and then by ear, we have to figure out which one it is. So before we get into it, let's attune our ears to the different intervallic possibilities. Let's check out octaves first. It's very pure, very clean. It's as consonant as an interval can get. Minor thirds. So words that come to mind for me are, feels kind of wavy. I don't know, I get this like kind of down feeling, this like down wavy feeling. It's quite dissonant. I can hear the waves of the 2 notes clashing, these kinds of things. Whatever words you find helpful for you is great. This is just right now what's coming to me. Let's do perfect fifths next. So it's also quite pure and clear. There's not much dissonance going on, the waves between the notes. To me, fifths always feel like going to battle, like when the trumpets blow. Dun, 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 dun. Feels very grounding as well. Maybe you'll find that helpful. Let's do major thirds next. Kind of feels like a good time almost, or like the sun coming up. Kind of feels uplifting in contrast where the minor thirds kind of felt down, this kind of down feeling. Feels more like up. All right, last up, diminished fifths. Makes my face do this. Almost feels like my body reacts to it in this way where my shoulders go up. It's like something's about to happen or some tension going on. Almost scary. Okay, so now we've got at least some sense of what these sound like. I'm going to go jump into the exercise now. As soon as I click start, it's going to play one of them, and we're going to find out what it is together. So let's do it. So it doesn't feel pure and clean and consonant. It almost feels scary, intense, but not in the extreme way. So I'm ruling out octaves and fifths and major thirds as well. Let's hear it again. Yeah, I don't get like an up, it's a good time feeling at all. So I'm thinking it's either diminished fifths or minor thirds. Let's hear it one more time. Yeah, I don't get like the shoulder reaction in my body, so I'm going to go with a minor third. That's correct. Here's diminished fifth. Literally makes my body react. It's interesting. Here's octaves. No waves. It's just major thirds. It almost feels like flowers are out or the grass is growing or something. Makes my body want to do this. It's like dun 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 dun, like proud or something. Let's move on. Doesn't feel scary at all. No dissonance. So right away I'm thinking it's either an octave or a fifth. It's too pure and clean. I'm going to go with octave. Here's what a fifth would have sounded like. I get like this proud kind of kingly feeling. Hopefully that's helpful. Let's move on. I get like this down feeling. I'm going to go with minor third. Here is what diminished fifth would have sounded like. Man, it's a totally different vibe. They're kind of similar, but this is just like extreme kind of tense. Opposed to pure. Okay, let's move on. My shoulders do this. Right away, I get like this reaction to it being a diminished fifth. Yeah. Here's what a minor third would have sounded like to contrast it. Or a major third. And here's the diminished fifth again. Tense, scary. Next. Feel proud. Makes my chin want to go up or something. I don't know why. Fifth. Here's what a minor third would have sounded like. Dissonance, wavy, down kind of feeling. Nighttime, the moon. Yeah, the sun's coming up, or flowers are up. I get this up feeling with thirds. Next. I hear a little bit of waviness, so I don't think it's an octave. It doesn't feel down, so I'm going to rule out minor thirds and diminished fifths. I don't feel proud. Major third. All right, next. I hear waviness, so I don't think it's octave. I don't think it's fifth. It's definitely not diminished. I don't think it's minor. It's going to go with major. Yeah. Here's what a minor third would have sounded like. Or an octave. Here's a perfect fifth. Diminished fifth. Here's what the answer was. Major third. I'm going to start moving a little bit quicker now. I feel proud. Fifth. Here's a fifth again. And again. Scary. Minor third. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Minor third, yeah. Here's a fifth. Octave. Third. Diminished fifth. And again. It's about as pure as it gets. That's an octave. Minor third. Almost sounded like a diminished fifth, eh? That's like so spiky though, so that's how I could tell. Yeah, it's happy, it's major. Minor third. Scary. Feels major. Octave. Minor third. Major third. Minor third. Scary, diminished fifth. Proud, pure. Major third. So, I've done this a lot in my life. I've been doing it probably for like 10 years now, and like 1 billion transcriptions of songs and this kind of thing. So when I'm doing it, I'm not actually calculating. I'm not thinking, oh, that one's scary and that one's dissonance, or I can just hear what it is right away. But to get to that point, it's good to use these terms to rule out intervals, to think, that one's kind of pure, so that means that it can't be this one, and logically calculating it first. Eventually, you'll develop an instinctive recognition where you can't be confused anymore. And that's as far as we'll be taking it for intervals. Up next, we're going to be checking out major and minor scales. I'll see you there.